I really thought Clint Capella was going to be the one that ends up in Los Angeles, but it's Brook Lopez, which I actually really like. Drew Eubanks is expected to be cut. He has a non-guaranteed $4.75 million deal, and they just signed Brook Lopez to a 2-year, $18 million deal to basically be their backup to Zubats, which is perfect. Brook had lost a little bit of a step, even if his stats weren't telling. And now if you're the Los Angeles Clippers, let me read you guys out this lineup that the Clippers have now. They have James Harden, Norman Powell, Kawhi Leonard, Derek Jones, and Zubats, backed up by Brook Lopez, Nick Batum, more than likely Jordan Miller / Cam Christie, Bogdan Bogdanovic, and Chris Dunn. They also have Kobe Sanders and Seth Lundy, Pat Baldwin, and Yannick Niederhauser and Kobe Brown. They could bring back Amir Coffey, Patty Mills, or Ben Simmons, but tell me that isn't a great team right there on paper. And for me, when you look at Brook Lopez at this point, he's a guy that, yes, he still can give you over a block a game. He averaged 13 and 5 last year, 2 assists, almost 2 blocks a night. And being as mammoth as he is, and also he still shot 37% from 3. I think this is somebody that if he's coming off the bench for 18 minutes a night, that's amazing. That's what you want. And he's going to help space the floor for a team that needed 3-point shooting. They're one of the worst 3-point shooting teams in the league. And to me, that's one of the more interesting parts about all of this, is that if they were trying to get Capella and then they pivoted, or I think they might have pivoted because I think they wanted 3-point shooting instead of having like an exact replica of what they already currently have. And Brook Lopez, I think, to me, is one of those guys who comes in and gives you shot blocking, 3-and-D, and as a 7-footer who can space the floor. He's obviously one of the most, I guess, he's a marvel in terms of how he evolved from a back-to-back to get big, who now went from having a really good mid-range to a really good 3-point shot. And he's still a solid post defender. Now, he's overcome some serious injuries, and that probably helps or doesn't help contribute to him being a terrible rebounder for his size. But I think he complements a team that's filled with a bunch of slashers, as he works well with his shooting. So to me, I think this is one of those pickups that if you're looking at it, it was just a match made in heaven. And I'm excited to see Brook Lopez go to the Clippers. He's already played for the Lakers, so he goes to the Cross City Rivals. And this is one that I think people are going to undervalue and act like, oh, it's a so-so deal, but this could really come out in the playoffs. Having Zubats and Brook Lopez, it's just a non-stop size. And I know the rebounding is going to be something that people are pressuring, but you still have Yannick Niederhauser, so I'm not even worried.